Yo, what's good? It's K-Felon, K-Felon Beats. And I just wanted to shoot this quick video. I just finished watching this video from Dame Dash where he was just talking about why should artists want to sign like a record deal to a major label. And if you on my blog, you can watch the video below. I put it on the blog for you, to check it out. But I've been asking myself this question for a while now, like for years, and like studying the business more. Like now I'm more in depth with the business, like working with my business partner or whatever. Like we see this shit. Like there's no reason that you need to sign a record deal. There is no reason, because what you do when you sign a record deal, you basically put a middleman between you and your money. You know what I'm saying? That's all you really do. Like, you just put a middleman between you and your fans and your money. You know what I'm saying? When you don't even need to do that. And I thought about it, and I came up with like 3 reasons why artists like want to sign a record deal. And the first reason is laziness. A lot of artists is fucking lazy. Like, it's just that simple. They don't want to take the time to invest into their education, invest into their beats, invest into their marketing, learning the business. They don't want to invest their time. They would rather just have somebody go out there and do this shit for them. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers think when they get signed to a label that, oh, I'm signed, so I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna be making all of this bread. Like, the only thing you really get when you sign a record deal to a major label is you get recognition. That's all you get. Like, all the money that you think you're gonna get, it's not happening, because you just put a middleman between you and your fucking money. Think about it. This is all a record label does for you. Basically, when you sign a deal, record labels handle your publishing, your ISRC codes, your barcodes. They kind of handle the market. And nowadays, what they do is, what labels do and what A&Rs do is they just go on Twitter or SoundCloud and YouTube, and they look at motherfuckers' views. And if you got like over 1 million some odd views, they fuck around and come at you, so they can build. Because nowadays they're lazy as shit. Like, record labels is lazy as fuck, so of course artists is gonna be even lazier. You know what I'm saying? They go and they find somebody that has a following already, and then they just invest behind that following. You know what I'm saying? That's all a label does. So they handle all of the paperwork. But here's where you get fucked over as an artist. When you get that money, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say you sign a deal. Like, look at Trinidad James. Like, he signed a $2 million deal. Now, to the average person out there, to the uneducated eye, they would look at it and say, "Oh, he just came up 2 million." No, that nigga ain't come up 2 million. That 2 million was not for it to go in your pocket. When you sign a deal with a label and they give you that advance, that's not going in your pocket. That goes towards the production, the studio time, the packaging and the distribution of your album. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you think that, oh, I signed a deal and I'm getting this money, like, everything the record label pays for, you end up paying for when your royalties come. So pretty much you're paying for the same shit that you can do on your own. You know what I'm saying? With everything. Like, when them royalties come back, the labels, the managers, the producers, everybody gets their cut before you even see your money. So you put out an album, let's just say you put out an album, you go gold. You know what I'm saying? And you go gold. You make like a couple million off of that. At the end of all of that, let's just say you had like $1 million or $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Coming to you. By the time that $1 million is broken down, you would have about 300,000. As opposed to if you would have went out, invested in education, invested into your business, you know what I'm saying? All of that money that you made would have stayed home. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers is lazy, and that's why they want to sign a record deal. The second reason I would say the artists want to sign a record deal, because it's like it's the trend now. Like, everybody wants to get a deal to, which basically leads me to the third one, which is it's like a badge of honor. Oh, I got signed. You know what I'm saying? I was signed. So motherfuckers will look at that, but then you got to think of the long term. Like, okay, you were signed, but now what? What are you doing? Like, most of these niggas that got deals nowadays, they're not gonna last. You're not gonna see these motherfuckers around 5 years from now. I'm sorry to say, like, I don't wish any ill will on anybody's career. It's just the reality of it. It's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Because most artists nowadays is not making timeless music. Like, the shit pops for right now, but once this style, this trend fades out, so them, like, they're gone. You're not gonna hear from them anymore. It's a few that'll stick around, like homie J. Cole. Like, I see him around for another 10, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? Because he makes timeless music. Like, anybody can listen to his music. Whether you my age, I'm 28, whether you younger, like you my niece and nephew's age, 18, 19, or you in your 30s and 40s. Like, he get mad respect from the elders in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands what it is. He really respects the culture. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is not no fucking genre of music. It's a culture. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't respect the culture won't respect you. That's why a lot of these niggas is not doing what you think they're doing. Yeah, they may have fame. Yeah, niggas have fame. Like, you know, because that's all a label gives you is fame. They just put you in front of the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're not ready for that shit, you get out there and that shit'll eat you alive. You see what I'm saying? So, like, in my opinion, what I would say is you don't need no label. Not with all of these independent distributors out here already. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to get ISRC codes. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to get barcodes. So those are the things that you need. Publishing, you can be your own publisher. That is the main thing that labels. That's the main reason why the labels want to sign you, because they want to own your publishing. They want to own your publishing. That's where the money at. And if you educated yourself, you would know that, yo, that's where the money is. The publishing. Think about the people that has gone through it over their publishing. One of my favorite groups, the Locks. They've been going at it with Diddy over their publishing. They like, yo, when you signed us, we was teens. We ain't know what the fuck was going on. Like, you basically raped us. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing we asking for is our publishing back, man, so we can get our money. You see what I'm saying? But these labels, you go in there, you naive, you don't know the business. These motherfuckers will talk over your head. They put all types of shit in contracts. Put all types of shit in contracts. You don't even know what you signing. You just so happy to fucking sign. You just so happy. Like, oh, I'm about to get signed. I'm about to get signed. You not even knowing that, yo, you signing over to, you're voluntarily becoming a slave. That is what you're doing. You're voluntarily becoming a slave. When you sign a deal, you have just said, I'm ready to be a slave. I'm ready to be pimped. I'm ready to be your bitch. Like, that's what it is. Like, it's harsh for some people to hear. That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you sign, you don't even have creative control over the music you put out. If you put out a song, if you put a song on your album that the label is not trying to put out, they don't want it, you're not putting that album out. Unless you take that song off. If that song doesn't come off the album, this album will not count towards the albums that you owe us once you sign this deal. It's a lot of restrictions you have when you sign a record deal, as opposed to if you built a following, if you built a fan base on your own. What the fuck do you need to sign to a label for? You already built a fan base. That's the main step right there, is building a fan base. Now you just got to put the business behind it and make your money off of it. We live in an internet age. It's so fucking easy. If you got, listen, if you got 100,000 followers, right? You got 100,000 followers. Why can't you put out an album, you know what I'm saying, on your website and sell that shit straight from your website? Then if you got an email list, you can send those 100,000 followers straight to the product. You completely cut out the middleman. You don't need that fucking middleman. That middleman is gonna rape you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck do you need them for? When you could easily do that. That's the easiest thing to do. You can set up your own ISRC codes. You can go buy them. You know what I'm saying? You can go buy your own barcodes and barcode your stuff up. You know, disc makers will embed your ISRC codes in the songs for you. Shit, my business partner, he does all of that. You know what I'm saying? So if you looking for ISRC codes, if you looking for barcodes, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'll leave my email address below. You can inbox me if you want to talk. Like, I mean, he's a vendor. He has them. So when it comes time for us to put our music out, we don't have to go anywhere. Like, he already has the codes. So we're set once we get things done on our end. It's not about, like, right now with me, like, what I'm doing, me and my artists, is not about the music. It's not about the music, it's about the business, and it's about getting everybody on the same page and getting everybody educated. Because, with the team, with a business, I need everybody around me on the same fucking page. So when the money comes, there's no dispute. Like, we already know what's going to be tallied up, divvied out, who's going to get what for this and this, that, and the third. Like, putting all of that shit in place, so when we put the music out there's no surprises. Everything's already set. And that's all you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You got a nice team around you. If you build yourself a following, if you doing shows and all of that shit, fuck a record deal. Fuck the major labels. Fuck them. Listen, you don't need them. You don't need them. And I'm not just saying this. I'm not just some random ass dude that's saying this. You got people that work in the music industry that say, yo, you don't need the fucking labels. Young Guru has said it. Young Guru, I'm quite sure if you listen to Jay-Z, you already know who Young Guru is. Even if you don't know who he is specifically, you know that he had some ties with Jay-Z. He was Jay-Z's producer and engineer. He basically engineered majority of Jay-Z's albums. He tells you, you don't need no fucking record deal to get money. Dame said it. You don't need a record deal to get money. You don't need them. So don't stress yourself out trying to look for no fucking deal. Get your business together. Invest in your education. Take some of that time. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the studio or whatever, when you got downtime, yo, go look up contracts. Go look up ISRC codes. What are they? How do they work? What are they used for? Look up barcodes. How can you get them? Learn marketing. You know what I'm saying? Learn marketing. That's the biggest thing you need to learn right now. Like, marketing. You know how to market, then everything else will fall into place. You know what I'm saying? But you have to invest into yourself. Stop looking for a fucking handout. And that's all niggas is looking for when they go on to sign a deal is a handout. And then they expect to get all of this fucking money back. Like, just think of it. Like, I'll even take it to the streets, because, that's where I'm from. Like, if I'm the plug, right? If I'm the connect, I'm the boss man, and I invest, and and I say, yo, here, look. You know what I'm saying? I see you doing your thing, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You look like somebody I could invest in. Here, I'm gonna give you 100 grand. But I need my 100 grand back, though. With interest. And if I don't get it back, I'm like, a problem. You see? Like, that's all the record label is. They're the connect. And they're like, yo, we're gonna give you this money. We'll invest all of this in you. But we need this back before you see anything. And if we don't get it back, then we'll just totally ruin your fucking career until we get it back, or until, like, you're no longer relevant. Either way, I'm still gonna get money. You know what I'm saying? Because once you sign this deal and you get this publishing, I can use your name and likeness in any way that I want. So I could put, like, if the labels wanted to, nigga, they could probably put out a whole nother Trinidad James. That's a total different person. If they own his name and likeness. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, best thing for you to do right now, man, is invest in your education. Fuck these record labels. Fuck these major labels, man. They're not your friend. They're not here to help you. They're just here to fucking rape you and just piggyback off of what you got already set up, and then since you're so naive, they just like, you know what, fuck it, we just gonna go ahead and rape, because they're not smart, they don't know the business. You know what I'm saying? So invest in your education, man. That's the best thing I could tell you to do, so you don't get raped out here, so you can go out here and make some real money. It's, these niggas at the top of the charts is really not making no bread like you think they are. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the money they making has to go back to the labels anyway. So they'll probably see about 5-10% of the money that they generated for the labels. But if that's the route you want to take, then, you know, best wishes to you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is just my little rant real quick. Just wanted to, you know, help educate y'all a little bit. I'm gonna leave my email address below. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can contact me if y'all want to know more about the ISRC codes, barcodes, things like that. How we can get those embedded for you. So it's K-Felon, KFelonBeats.com. Hope y'all learned something from this. I'm out of here. Deuces.